Welcome to Daily Gossip, where you get your daily dose of emotional, shocking, and inspiring stories straight from the heart of Hollywood, sports, and celebrity culture. If you're new here, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications because you don't want to miss a single story that can change your day or your life. Today, we're diving into a truly remarkable moment in Major League Baseball that goes beyond stats, beyond fastballs, beyond the final score. It's about dreams realized, pressure conquered, and a young man named Hayden Birdsong, who just stepped into the spotlight in a way that has left fans and players across the nation stunned. This is not just a sports story. This is the story of grit, of raw nerves, of redemption, and of destiny. Hayden Birdsong wasn't just pitching in his first MLB start for the San Francisco Giants. He was claiming his place in history. So grab a seat, take a breath, and prepare for the emotional journey behind one of baseball's newest rising stars. Born in Illinois, Hayden Birdsong wasn't always a headliner. In fact, he was far from it. Undrafted out of high school, overlooked by most scouts, and passed over in early MLB draft rounds, Hayden was never the guy who was meant to be a star. He didn't have the shiny college pedigree or viral highlight reels. What he did have, however, was a burning, unrelenting belief in himself. Friends and family often recall Hayden spending hours alone at a local field after practice, throwing, studying, adjusting, and dreaming. His dream wasn't just to make it to the majors. It was to stand on that mound, under those lights, and silence the doubters. In a world full of prospects with flashier numbers, he quietly built himself into a powerhouse. And in 2023, the Giants took a chance on him. Let's talk about the emotional toll. Like any athlete, Birdsong faced injury scares, performance slumps, and the pressure of expectations. But more than that, he had to battle a system that often favors hype over heart. Minor league ball isn't glamorous. It's grueling bus rides, cheap motels, and empty bleachers. It's playing through pain with no spotlight and wondering if the call will ever come. For Hayden, that meant long nights away from family, fighting self-doubt, and working on every tiny detail of his mechanics. In 2024, after transitioning to a bullpen role, he began to shine. His fastball climbed to the high 90s. Coaches noticed. Teammates took note. And then the moment finally came. Jordan Hicks went down, and the Giants needed a starter. Hayden Birdsong got the call. May 21st, 2025. Oracle Park buzzed with uncertainty. Could a 23-year-old kid handle the heat of a starting role? Facing the Kansas City Royals, who had been putting up solid numbers, Birdsong walked to the mound. The tension was electric. In 5 innings of pure composure, he didn't just hold his own, he dominated. He allowed 0 earned runs, gave up just 5 hits, walked none, and struck out 4. His fastball, a blazing 98.4 mph. Royals batters went 0 for 8 against it. But it wasn't just about speed. It was about placement, control, and poise. Hayden showed the calm of a veteran and the fire of a hungry rookie. It was one of the most emotionally stirring debuts fans had seen in years. As he walked off the mound after the 5th inning, the Oracle Park crowd stood on their feet. Tears streamed down the faces of Birdsong's parents, who had flown in last minute to catch their son's first start. The announcers were nearly speechless. Social media lit up with hashtags like "Noyu Birdsong Rising" and "Giants' future is here." Even rival players commented on the poise the rookie showed under pressure. It wasn't just a win. It was a statement. Inside the clubhouse, it was hugs and cheers. Manager Bob Melvin praised Birdsong's mental toughness and raw ability, while teammates called him a natural leader. Veteran Willie Adamus, who had contributed an RBI triple in the game, said, "The kid's got it. You can't teach what he just did out there. That's hard." Camilo Doval, the Giants' closer, called him the calmest rookie I've ever seen. Jung-Hoo Lee added, "It felt like we were watching the beginning of something really special." That alone would be impressive, but for a first-time MLB starter, it's nearly unheard of. Add in the fact that it was a clutch performance in a tight 3-2 victory, and Birdsong's outing becomes legendary. He improved his season record to 2-0 with an astonishing 1.91 ERA across 12 appearances. This is elite territory, and fans are already calling for him to remain in the starting rotation long term. So where does Hayden Birdsong go from here? The sky's the limit. With Jordan Hicks out, Birdsong is expected to continue in the rotation, and if this first start is any indication, he's going to become one of the most talked about young arms in baseball. Scouts are watching, media is watching, and fans are rallying around a new hero. But for Hayden, it's not about fame. It's about proving to the kid he once was, the one who practiced alone on dark fields, that all of it was worth it. This story isn't just a sports update. It's a reminder of what belief, perseverance, and resilience can accomplish. It's about taking your moment when the world gives you one shot. In a time when baseball is looking for new faces, new voices, and new stories, Hayden Birdsong delivers. All three. He represents a generation of players who weren't born into stardom, but earned it with sweat and soul. One fan tweeted, "I cried watching Birdsong's parents hug him in the stands. That wasn't just a game, that was everything." Another wrote, "This kid gives me Buster Posey vibes. Calm, confident, clutch." Reddit threads are full of users saying they hadn't watched a full Giants game in years, until Hayden's start. Local schools in Illinois are planning Hayden Birdsong tribute days. His high school coach posted a photo from Birdsong's sophomore year, captioned, "We always knew. Now the world does too." Hayden Birdsong's first start is the kind of story we live for at Daily Gossip. It's not just about baseball. It's about life, about facing adversity with grace, about staying ready even when no one's watching, and about delivering when your number is finally called. Whether you're a sports fan or not, Birdsong's journey touches something deep in all of us, so let this be your reminder. Your moment might be just one call away. Make sure you hit that like button if this story moved you. Comment below, what did you think of Birdsong's performance? Do you think he's here to stay? And if you've ever had to wait your turn in life, tell us your story. Because Daily Gossip is where we celebrate the wins that matter, big and small. And remember, for your daily dose of heart, hustle, and Hollywood, subscribe to Daily Gossip. Until next time, keep believing in the underdog, because sometimes they're the ones who fly the highest.